Hello, welcome to YouTube, welcome to Prepper Time. I tell you, today I got a good video. Today I got something. I want to make a video on teaching to make laundry soap. I got to shorten this up because this can take some time. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. And as anybody who's seen my videos before, I don't have a video editor capability, so I'm the operator and director and everything. So I got to push the button and stuff. But the Bible, I'm a big Christian Bible person, says to prepare. I mean, Noah, and we've talked about this before, God told Noah to make a boat, put a bunch of animals on it. Some estimates are 30,000 animals, and didn't tell him how long he was going to have to be on this boat. Well, as it turned out, it was a year. The doors were shut for 1 year. But he didn't walk off that boat into a Walmart. The ground was probably pretty soggy for a while, so it took a while before he could even grow crops. So he put away enough food on this boat to sustain these animals and the people are on it. That's a different video. How many people were on that boat? But I guarantee you there was a whole lot more than 8. 2 of each flesh. Okay, back in Genesis, what is flesh? 2 of each flesh, and it's actually 7 animals, 7 clean and 2 unclean. So the numbers, round numbers, 30,000. What I don't know he did was about laundry detergent, and that's what this is. And I have to qualify this a little bit, the prepping thing, because I'm going to list this on laundry soap places. So I need, let me move this a little closer. I need, if you don't know what a prepper, if you're in the laundry soap, how to make laundry detergent area, and what is prepping? Prepping is people just getting ready to, for a flood, hurricane, tornado, solar flare, EMP. Could be a variety of reasons we do not have the capability to wash our clothes. Well, that's what this video is, but you can see my other videos on some other things I think we should do to prepare. And the Bible stresses it. Ezekiel 38:7. Ezekiel 38:7 says to prepare. So you Christians, you can even base preparing scripturally. I got my vest on. This is my kitchen. This is my digital army digital. I did 30 years in the army, so I'm a little bit. It's in my brain. So I got my cool digital army vest on. All right, let's do this. I tell you, it's pretty simple stuff. I made it, and I'm really impressed. I've tested it. I'm really impressed with how simple this is. Now, reading up on this, the average family is $300 a year in laundry soap. Here, what I've got is a year's worth of laundry soap for $10. Now, it says $300 to $500 a year. I'm telling you, friends, I'm telling you, buy this stuff. Make this soap and save yourself $300 to $500 a year. Take that money you saved and put it into food. I think food's important. Yeah, I'm a big gun guy. I like guns and bullets. Beans, bullets, and Band-Aids is what you're going to need when we lose electricity and the total capability to, the grocery stores will be empty within 3 days. So why not buy a bunch of this stuff, boxes and boxes of it, and put it in a tub, a plastic tub, and seal it right on it, laundry soap, and be in a position. Those have heard me teach before. I'm more into prepping for we than I'm prepping for me, and you're in a position to provide laundry soap. I've used this to wash pots. Any women are watching, won't believe that I washed my floor, but I did. I washed my floor using this. Soap is, to me, in the guy's world, soap is soap. So this is a lot of soap for really cheap. In theory, a year's worth for $5. Okay. Borax 20 Meal Team All Natural Laundry Booster. Okay, I'm gonna list all this at the bottom, so you don't need to write this down. There should be hopefully there's a list of all these components. 2 cups of this stuff. I've made I'm about half, a little under half. I've made 2 gallons and 2 5-gallon drums, and doing another today. So Borax, I never heard of this stuff, but evidently that's a hot item. The other standard thing is Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. I've never heard of that either. A detergent booster and household cleaner. Y'all heard baking soda, Arm & Hammer baking soda. But this here is one of the key ingredients is super washing soda. Okay, and this is a cup. I write it on a box. This is 1 cup, about a little over halfway gone. In theory, when I get done here, I'll have 3 years worth, and I still have another year left in this box. So you get a set of these at the store, and I'm going to talk about the soap in a minute, and that's a year's worth of laundry detergent right there. Okay, now I add some things, but I mean, excuse me, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 years worth of laundry detergent. So, and again, you're in a position to help others here. All right. Then there's soap, bar soap. I've seen one lady use 3 bars of Ivory soap. So I think you can use regular bar soap. But what I've seen is this Fields Naphtha. Ideal for treating stains is what it's made for. This is a hard bar. It's pretty hard. It says here in the bottom, it's caution, eye and skin irritant. See the back panel. So back panel probably says, don't eat this. Gosh, this is hard. This is common, so this must be a good thing to use, because in fact, you'll see these. You go to Walmart, and these will be on the shelves together. So a lot of people are using this. This is a popular item. A lot of people, they sell them right as a set, not to compete with Tide. You know, I like Tide. When I was younger, Tide had sponsored a NASCAR car. I don't remember who the car was or the driver, but I remember Tide on the side of that car. So God bless them. But if you're trying to save money, this ingredient, I've tested this. This is good. This stuff works, and I've given it to a variety of other people. Now, this soap, Fields Naphtha, I'll write it down, but you almost need to let it sit out for a week or 2 out of the package and let it dry out and break it up and grind it up. It's a little harder to work with. But it's probably good for harder cleaning stuff. Farmers or people who work for a living, auto mechanics, people who get real dirty. Maybe you want a little extra strong strength there. But you also, it's called Zote. I don't know if that's a Spanish word or not, but this Zote, and this is 1 bar here. I mean, that's 1 bar, so we use the whole thing. I got this. I had to go to this Mexican store, international store we call it, that sells this. They got this pink Zote and they got white Zote, but although the label's blue. I've done both. I'm using this one today, so I got it open. This one here says safe for delicate clothing. So maybe the pink one is for softer stuff, I don't know. But those are the main ingredients you'll find when making this stuff in the stores. Now, between you and me, I got more secret stuff that I use that makes this even better. It's like a man making barbecue sauce, I guess. You can add your own stuff. Well, I wouldn't add barbecue sauce, but you can put stuff in there to enhance it. Now, one thing I put in is, because I learned, is regular Arm & Hammer baking soda. I put in 1 cup of this. I don't know why. It says laundry right here. It says cleaning. It says deodorizing. So what the heck? How could it hurt to put a cup of this in there with it? Again, secret recipe. Another thing is I put in 1 cup of Oxi Clean. I don't know if there's more different types of Oxi Clean. I like blue, so I saw this and got this. It says stain remover. you know, it must have some really good ingredients in it. My mom swears by this. My mom puts this in every load of laundry. So what the heck, you know? I put a cup of this in, added to it. A half a cup of distilled white vinegar. I'm not sure why I did that, but by the way, you can make this in a powder form. This is just all I'm doing this for is the liquid form, which we'll talk about that. And a tablespoon of, this is the last ingredient, extra virgin olive oil. Why? Because if you're a Bible thumper, olive oil is the oil of our people. It's what we use. You know, you get the bottle of oil, you pray over it in Jesus' name. It's got a bunch of healing characteristics and save, kick out devils and demonic forces. And we put it in a little bottle like this. I carry it with me, and we anoint people. Okay, I'm a biker, and you know, I do a lot of Hell's Angels and desperados and places and peoples and pagans that you know, maybe want to receive Christ, and I you know, anointing oil. But that's olive oil. Same thing they use in church. If y'all got touched on the forehead with it. Anyways, how could it hurt? I use a tablespoon of this. How could it hurt? So put that in there too. And I think about it, you know, you got a little bit of God in your kids' laundry. You know, each shirt they wear, each thing they wear. So, with that in mind, well, that's the ingredients. Now let me move here. I'm going to go over to the one. Now these are the ingredients here. Each one of them. Each ingredient here. I'll probably take more room than I need to take up. Now what you need. Maybe a little closer. What you need, guys, is a cheese shredder thing. I had to go out and buy this. I don't, you know, I don't have this, but I went and bought this, and we're gonna shred the cheese. We're gonna shred the soap like this. Just shred it. Make it small. This part takes time. So it's really, gosh, if there's a manual part, this would be the hardest part right here. It's just grinding this off, grinding it down. I saw, you know, I don't invent this stuff, you know, the plagiarism. That's how I got through college. So you'll see other videos on this. And I saw a guy, or maybe it was a woman, used a food processor to throw the bar in there, and I think cut it up in quarters or something. And this is, again, this is the white Zote. The blue labeled Zote. Okay, and it's pretty soft stuff, you know. I did a little bit earlier for the sake of time. Okay, gotta kind of watch your fingers there. Okay. All right, now. I got it on the stove, boiling. I don't know why. Oh, that's vinegar. That's my vinegar in that cup. Half a cup of vinegar. What I found, the best thing to do is I put this in the pot directly, and it just don't melt very well. It don't. It just does not melt easily, and I don't want to stand all day over it. So what I discovered was, you can take this, put it in a blender. Yeah, I kid you not, blender. So I got water boiling on the pot there, and I'm gonna take from it. I don't know. There's my pot, a little over a gallon. I'm gonna take a cup of hot water out of my gallon and put it in here. That kind of starts the melting process. Okay. and I'm amazed with this because this just flat out takes it down. A little messy here. Takes it down to a like a whipped cream here. Set this back so it's not so loud. Good time to put in olive oil, yeah, virgin olive oil. Okay, and that's how simple that is. Go back to my pot, come up just a little bit, and I'm gonna put this ingredient is like, I don't know, whipped cream or something, but it's melted now. I'm going to put some water in here, just hot water, just to rinse it out. Oh, shoot. Anyways, you get that idea. And then I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to lift this. Don't want to drop my camera in there. But, and I tell you, this blending thing is the hot ticket. That's another secret. Don't tell people about that. These little chunks of this soap that's on the spoon. You know, you want to get this melted up. Again, I'm going quick because I'm trying to, you know, get this. I'm racing with the clock here. In theory, that's already melted. Now I'm going to put this, I'm going to turn my camera and my bucket. Okay, that's my bucket. Move the pot over here. Turn the hot water on. Pour the, I don't know, gallon and a half into the 5-gallon container. Okay. Two cups of borax. I like putting that in while it's all hot and stirring it up. Cup of Arm & Hammer baking soda. And what's going to happen is this is going to get real hot, real quick. This, when I put more water in here, okay, baking powder, Oxi Clean, okay, remember we took the olive oil and we mixed that with the blender of the soap, half a cup vinegar, okay, and mix it up. At this time, you take regular old hot soap from the sink water, and you keep stirring this up. Now, what I learned was you got to mix all this up. And what's going to happen, I'm going to show you an example. In 24 hours, this takes about, you know, it don't take 24 hours, but you're going to let it cure. You're going to let it sit for, I don't know, 12 hours anyways, 15 hours, but 24 hours, make sure it all blends together. But it's going to, and I'll show you here, it comes out like a gel, like a jello on top. The top half is jello and the bottom half is a liquid. This is the only drawback versus normal liquid, you know, soap, is that it coagulates. And this, I'm kind of hoping the virgin olive oil alleviates that some. Again, I'm putting in hot water now. This is fairly hot. And what's going to happen is this, I'm mixing this up. I don't want to quite make 5 gallons because I need the operating space. Well, I'm not getting to the bottom. I need to get to the bottom here. So you need a big spoon. Hey, I want to remind you too, by the way, you want to use the biggest pot you got. I tried it in a more shallow box, and it didn't, pan rather, and it just didn't work out. It overflows real easy, and you know, if you're a woman, you know how to work all that stuff. Maybe it's good, but you want to get down. It was overflowing, so I got a big old pan. Use the biggest pot you got, guys. So stir this, you know, thoroughly, completely. Move this. I might be melting my floor. I don't know. Okay, so like they do in the movie shows. You know, they put a chicken in the oven. Next thing you know, chickens, they pull out a chicken. I don't know how they do that, but I bet it's something like this. So now you take this soap. I'll just reuse this one. And again, when it comes out, I hope you can see that. Yeah? Let me turn the camera down more. When after it sits for 24 hours, you got this jello. This is a pink bar, by the way. It's like jello here. You see? The texture is very much. But you go deeper down, and it starts getting more liquidy. So you reach, you know. So what you got to do is, and this is what I'm saying, you need to leave yourself a couple of inches. I say 5 gallons, because you kind of got to grind this up, kind of mix this all up, and break it up, and turn, you know, this is the best way. If you got kids, you know, this is a good project for them. In fact, I'm going to have kids this weekend, so I'm just going to let them uncoagulate all that. So that's what it comes looking like the next day. Move that out of the way. And then after you mix it all up, you got this liquid soap. You know, it's mildly thicker than you know, what you Tide or liquid soap you'd buy. And what's cool about this is you use a half a cup, and I've had people tell me they've used a quarter cup quite fine. So there's no reason. It's really soapy. I think it could be used as a, let me go up here, as a, heck, you use as hand soap. I was giving samples out, and I tried a regular bottled water, and then the mouth was too small. So if you take this Gatorade bottle, this size here, and you can just put it right down in there, the larger mouth enables you to fill it a little better, and you know, you can put this size jar away if you want. You know, again, it's got to be a larger mouth. I took I don't know what this costs. I don't know what things cost, but this big thing of Tide, filled that up. Okay. The other thing you need to do, because of it will recoagulate to some extent, is shake it up. So you don't want to fill this up all the way, or the Gatorade bottle or anything else. You want to be able to shake it up, and each time you use it. And again, guys, that's a half a cup, and you could get away with a quarter of that to do a whole load of laundry. Okay. Don't forget the blender. I didn't make this point earlier. Big pot. There's a big pot. I didn't need all that. It only came up to here, but dang thing ain't not gonna overflow on me. Okay, and again, I'll list these ingredients down below, but this is, and you could try this for more abrasive stuff, but this is all there is. This in the extra virgin olive oil, just a tablespoon of that. Gosh, guys, pass this on to other people. I've told a lot of people this is. I think this is a really, really good stuff to have. Apologize. I'm the cameraman. I want to, I always like to do scripture. Back up what I say here. Just touch on this in closing. Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, this is old stuff. Ezekiel, he's an old one too, 38:7, tells you to prepare. Ezekiel 38:7. But Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6, down to 16, if you can remember that. And I got King James, so it's a little thick here, but listen here. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, you lazy person. Go look at the ant. Consider her ways and be wise. Consider the ant, how it works and stores and gets all its food, kind of like the squirrel. Which having no guide, overseer, or ruler. Nobody's controlling the ant, but the ant has enough wisdom to go and prepare. Provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? Sleep and waste your time. Fooling yourself that those grocery stores are always going to have food, that you're going to have transportation to get to the grocery store. You're going to have gasoline. When will thou arise out of thy sleep? When you're going to wake up? Okay? I don't mean to be harsh here. This is what the book says. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, so shall thy poverty come as one that travels, and thy want as an armed man. Yeah, you see, I got guns, By the way, that's the prepper part of this. So some housewives watching this and those guys are weirdos. I just like guns. I'm 30 years in the army. I'm a gun person. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth. He walketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He toucheth with his finger. 14. Forwardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discard. Reap what you sow. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Suddenly. When? I don't know. Got 3 days of food at the grocery store. So, someone's just going along and not really trying. You buy, 3 sets of this. You've got 9 years of soap, a year for yourself. And heck, that's 9 neighbors you can help with, kids getting dirty. And, cleanliness is next to godliness. That's not actually in the Bible. You don't find that in the Bible. I hear that. But you want to stay clean. And here you've got a chance. All you got to do is mix with water and you start a fire and you can make soap for you and your family. Prepare just a little bit. But this, again, a year's worth of soap for $10. I want you to share this. I want you to tell others. Rate me, rate it. Subscribe would be really cool. I'm hoping this one will get subscribing. But anyways, this is This is, I tried to choke it and make it as small as I could. God bless you. Come back next week. I think I'm going to make a video on how to recycle toilet paper. I'm just probably not, but thanks for watching, rate, and subscribe, please. But for sure, pass this on to others. Thank you now. Bye.